Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Note to Self. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you just some thoughts on letting it be easy. I think that it's so natural on this human journey, especially with the things going on in the collective or the programming and whatnot that we witness growing up. There's sort of this underlying message that life is hard and different changes or transitions that we want to make in our lives can be really difficult or challenging, when in fact what I found is that when I'm willing to look at things differently, when I'm willing to see things differently, when I'm willing to actually ask myself, how can I make this easier on me? When I move forward taking those action steps towards ease, I feel a whole lot lighter. So I share this today too because I'm presently offering my incredible promotion off my one-to-one life coaching program. So that's $1,500 off if you're ready to take a serious journey deep within to unlock your potentials in any area of life, all areas of life. I would love to work with you. So my one-on-one program, we meet each week for 12 weeks. And magic and miracles always happen. Incredible abundance, acceleration. If you're really ready to commit to next level you, reach out to me via the email below and I would love to work with you. So one thing that coaching has really gifted me is like the ability to bring what I've got going on, what feels a bit heavy in my system, in my being, in my body, in my life, to a safe space each week to unpack that. And every time that I unpack it, it gets lighter and I actually see that there is a path of ease where I previously was looking forward and being like, I have no idea. I have no idea how I'm going to do all these things this week. I have no idea how I'm going to hit this next level. I have no idea how to get over this trigger, etc., etc. There's always a path of ease. And in this episode, I just want to encourage you to start asking yourself, how can I make this easier? How can I be easier on myself? How can I welcome in the pathway that feels spacious and clear? So I'm going to give a very simple example of this. And this is that I knew that I wanted to come back to the podcast. I used to have an editor, Grayson, one of my best friends who was living in Bali, and she would edit the podcast for me. She's presently traveling the world, like just being an incredible digital nomad. I believe she's in Egypt right now. And so she's living an adventure and she's traveling with her boyfriend. They've got weddings and things like that, etc. So she does not have the space and time to edit the podcast. And I actually felt like I just want to figure out how to do this myself, sort of. I don't really feel like I want to edit things, but I want to get my podcast up and out. So I am just sitting here on my bed in Costa Rica. I'm recording this podcast on GarageBand, which is what I've used to record my podcast before. And I'm directly just uploading these voice notes, let's call them, if you will, these podcasts, to my Kajabi software, which is also my publishing platform for the podcast. So this is very easy for me. I could go watch, yes, and make it even easier. I could go watch some YouTube videos on how to put in my intro, my outro, all of that. But I just don't really feel like it right now. I'm about to take a week off of work and I wanted to pre-schedule some content, and I just didn't really feel like I wanted to be fiddling around editing things. And I realized what is inhibiting me from actually taking the action of sitting down and recording a bunch of podcasts. Oh, well, it's me thinking that I need to spend a whole bunch of time editing and figuring things out, and I'm not really in the mood to figure it out right now. I think I definitely will probably add on intro and outro again, maybe even edit the previous episodes or even this one at a future point in time when I feel like it or I'm practicing. But for right now, I just wanted my messages to be out there into the world, and I just decided to get my perfectionism tendencies out of the way. Grayson would often edit pieces out where I might say or stumble over my words a little bit, but now I've reframed it, and maybe this is just a whole lot more personable. This is as if we are literally talking on the phone or I'm sending you a WhatsApp voice note. So in that way, I reframe it for myself. I make it a lot lighter and easier on myself. I let myself off the hook to move forward, taking the actions that I want to take that feel really good to my being. So I let my podcast, coming back to my podcast, be incredibly easy. So ask yourself, is there any area of my life right now that I'm just like making this hard? Am I making, for example, finances hard? Am I not setting up like auto payments to my bills or auto payments to my student loan or something like that? If that's something that you have, like how can you automate things, make them easier, just take an action that would move the ball forward for you? So I hope that this episode sparked something within you. And if you are feeling the call to one-on-one life coaching, please reach out. I would love to get started with you to accelerate into your next level. Have a beautiful day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.